So there are multiple role players in corporate governance arrangements. I'm just going to run through the main ones. I'm just running through the main ones to set the picture here. The primary role players include shareholders, the creditors, and the employees. Now, these folks engage directly and specifically with the company on an ongoing basis. We can add society to this category as well, but the nature of the interaction with the company will be a bit more varied with society. There'll also be the monitors of the company, and at the apex, this will be the board in terms of what King IV refers to as the governing body. Same thing. Board and governing body are the same thing. But there are other monitors that play a key role. These include the auditors. Hopefully they're honest and diligent in their work. They're analysts and investors. They're bankers. They're rating agencies. They're stock exchanges. These monitors will also include public institutions such as regulatory bodies and the tax authorities, for instance. Finally, there's going to be the executive management team. Now, much of the corporate governance interventions seek to direct, they seek to guide, to regulate the activities of the executive management team. They are the flesh and blood through which the company conducts its activities. Now, obviously, these role players are not operating in discrete one-way engagements. There's a maze of interactions taking place between them on an ongoing basis. What is clear, however, is that the different stakeholders exert different levels of influence on each other based on their proximity. So, traditionally, a bank that had advanced significant amounts of capital to a client may have influence on it, much more influence for that matter, than a small and isolated rural community where that company operates. There's an unequal relationship in terms of the power. And the governance framework and the principles that have been established look at this and say, how do we apply effective corporate governance when there are frequently different or asymmetric power relationships between the different stakeholders?